Alright, testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream, Alberto. I saw 2 notifications telling me that now is the time. Oh yeah, I actually re-record this stream because last time I forgot to set up the audio, so I stopped that stream and then re-stream it right now. Okay, so that's why you got 2 notifications. So yeah. Anyways, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Samurai Warriors 2 HD version. With me, your lovely host, of course, the one and only, the guy who wears a... the guy who dressed up like a certain plumber from Brooklyn, Profar. Tonight we're playing as Akechi Mitsuhide. We're going into the Oda clan story right now. Last time we focused more on the Sanada, Takeda, and Uesugi stories, right? So now we're gonna play some Oda story with Akechi Mitsuhide. Now he's when I first played Samurai Warriors 2, almost 20 years ago, Mitsuhide was actually the first character I picked because out of all the default 7 characters, he's my favorite to play as. All right, so without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Just want to make sure. Let me know if my voice is clear enough for you guys. Tenka no tameni. Just a bit more to get Matsukaze. But let's get a new bodyguard first. I want a new bodyguard instead of a new horse. Yeah, power up a bit, and let's get started.
Oda no Kishutaiか。太平にこうするための奇策か。だが、あれ式の兵で何ができる。あまりに盲目。これは奇策ではなく愚策。野望でなく無謀。違う。あの男には全てが見えている。視界を失ってはいない。おびき出されたのは今川の方だ。あの男は部隊を欲していたのだ。奇跡の大勝利、一躍天下に届くような大部隊を。あの男が欲するは世界。あれが織田信長。私の望む世界、この人ならば。Akechi Mitsuhide.
No, Alberto, this is not the crazy Mitsuhide that we know in Sekigawasa. This is a calmer version of Mitsuhide. Alright. The enemy is at Honoji. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is not Aizen Mitsuhide in Sengoku Basara. Right, so yeah, we are helping Nobunaga escape from the Azai and the Asakura. So we start off with Kanegasaki. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Nidal. Hope you're doing good. As I was saying in the intro, Mitsuhide was actually the first character that I played in Samurai Warriors 2. Zeihimonashi. Mitsuhide is just super fun. Quick slash. And I'm a sucker to this moveset, you know, just a straightforward katana user. Especially quick draw user, Iaido. Is this Iaido? Correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Because I know Kenshin in Seigo Basara is an Iaido user. Arguably one of the best characters to play as in Seigo Basara. Hello Musa Shioka, welcome to the stream. God damn, Mitsuhide is just so good. That hippity hoppity. Is this HG on PS3? Yes, Leon, welcome to the stream. The best version of Samurai Wars 2, by the way. And I'm playing it on emulation. Escorting NPC stages can be a pain. Yeah, it is. But I'd say this one is the better stages on because Nobunaga isn't as annoying as other stages in Kanegasaki. He's actually pretty, you could say, cooperative. Come on, Tadakatsu, don't struggle. It comes with the EL stuff. Extreme Legends? Yes. Both Extreme Legends and Empires, Leon. Hello, you're wrong. You were wrong to oppose me. Welcome, Outer World. Yep. Thank you. Let's go. Yes, we're struggling. Welcome to the stream, Okuni. Best husbando in the Summer War series? I can agree to that. I think I played Ieyasu the best in this game. Yeah, I enjoy Ieyasu. I like his cannon spear. I know people hate it. Oh, he's a fat dude. He's heavy. He's slow. Nah, Ieyasu is a goat in this game. But he's the goatest in Sengoku Basara. But I still like fat Ieyasu. Don't at me. What? Hup. Let's rescue Ieyasu. Ow, sumo. Nah, you ain't stealing my kill, Ieyasu, sorry. I can still hear the NPC English voices. Look out! Here I come! I shall be your opponent. Test your skills against my experience. Do not disappoint me. Like that, right? Or I dare you to try and take my head. Iza, Jinshou ni shoubu. Ha! Ow. Yeah, look out, here I come. I'm gonna come at you. Oh, no, you don't. Hello, Iksan, wait. I'll read the chat later. Ouch! Okay. Thanks for stealing my kill. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Iksan Maulana. I think a lot of people in real life love Ieyasu because of Ieyasu is more better than Hideyoshi due to Nobunaga's Demon King after what he did. I guess. I swear the warrior with armor crop top sounds constipated. Yeah. Do not disappoint me. Doshite mairu. Tekshou, 打ち取りました。Okay, wait, let me read that after this. Okay, according to history, Mitsuhide rebels against Nobunaga because he broke an alliance with Nagamasa, or Mitsuhide Mitsuhide is motivated by Motochika. Which reason? It's still like so far from what I've read, there has been no clear indication why Mitsuhide rebelled. I'm not sure. Like, I don't think he like. Some of the interactions that Samurai Warriors have are purely fictional, or it's based on like a distance interaction, this like indirect interaction. You could say. How do I say that? Like Mitsuhide is related to Motochika, but not directly. Isn't like I kind of forgot. Yeah, I kind of forgot. Mitsuhide is not directly related to Motochika, but they made this indirect. How do I say it? It's like an indirect relationship in history. And they make it they turn it into like a canon relationship. It's kind of like this. Okay, before I continue, it's kind of like Yukimura and Masamune's rivalry in Sengoku Basara. Now, the only time, as far as I'm concerned, again, I'm not a historian, so if you guys know the history better, please let me know. Like both Samurai Warriors and Seikobasa are fictionalized history. A fictionalized history of another fictionalized history, right? Because a lot of the source materials from Samurai Warriors and Seikobasa were fictional takes of the actual Sengoku Jidai history. So it's, again, it's fictional times 2, or like it's fictional square. As I was saying, Yukimura and Masamune's rivalry were made in Sengoku Basara based on their battle at Osaka. So the only time Yukimura and Masamune actually clash was at the Osaka campaign, right? I think it was during the summer campaign, like the second campaign, the last campaign of Yukimura. Yeah, I think it was the summer campaign. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was the only time, Yukimura and Masamune clashed each other. But Capcom took that and decided to make Yukimura and Masamune rivals, right? Another instances of taking like fictional rivalries to life, and I'd say in Samurai Warriors. Instead of Yukimura, Masamune kind of has a rivalry with Kanetsugu in this game, right? So again, correct me if I'm wrong. As far as I'm concerned, the only time Kanetsugu and Masamune, or the one that was recorded, okay, the popular one, the only time Kanetsugu and Masamune clash was at Hasedo, the Battle of Hasedo. So because of that battle alone, they decide to make kind of like they make a dynamic, a rivalry dynamic between two characters. They tend to do that, with these games. And I feel sorry for Mitsuna and Yukimura. The Asakura is just Azai merchants in Samurai Wars 2. There was stuff with Nobunaga got his mother killed, or his sister killed, something like that. Probably because he disagreed with Nobunaga's method to unify Japan. That's why Mitsuhide betrayed Nobunaga. Unfortunately, Nidal, so he disagreed with Nobunaga's method. Unfortunately, eliminating Nobunaga did not solve the problem. If anything, it amplifies the problem. It's kind of like, oh yeah, Nobunaga was kind of like a control freak, or he resort to brutal methods. I mean, I'm not condoning that whatsoever. I'm not supporting that. But with Nobunaga being eliminated, that means there's no one in Japan to unify. There's no one in Japan to. There's no one to unify Japan. All right. There's no one to take. There's no one to control the political landscape of Japan. That means with Nobunaga gone, every lord can go back to doing what they like. Like if Nobunaga resort to brutal methods, now with Nobunaga gone, you have 100 lords resorting to brutal methods. That was the dilemma. Dictator rule, yeah. Again, but Nobunaga, like compared to other lords, his philosophy, you can say, Nobunaga's philosophy was like ahead of its time, right? He was very progressive. He wanted Japan to be like. He wanted Japan to, you could say, touch the modern age, right? He was a big fan of European items. He wanted to bring like more European stuff to Japan. He wanted to do more international trades instead of Japan just being locked in. Ironic enough, when during the Edo period, that's what the Tokugawa did to Japan. They have an immense lockdown, right? Japan was super secluded during the Tokugawa era, or the Edo period. Again, I'm not a historian. That's what I've read so far. So for you who know who know the history better than I am, please let me know. So Japan was very secluded under Tokugawa's regime, right? That was something that Nobunaga was against. Nobunaga wanted Japan to be a bit more modern. In some weird way, okay. This is gonna be a controversial take. Nobunaga would have loved, okay? Nobunaga would probably love what Japan is today, like how they became like you could say how they steal the international spotlight, right? Okay, minus the weeb shit, I don't think Nobunaga is going to. I don't think Nobunaga is into weeb shit. what you usually see when it comes to Japan, but how basically Japan has a strong economy, most of the times at least. How they like innovate, how they became like an innovator or inventor of technology. That's probably what Nobunaga wants for Japan. Now, as far as I'm concerned, one of the warlords that has the same or had the same idea with Nobunaga being like, oh, Japan technologically advanced, modern society, became like a trade center of the world, you know, having good international relationships, was Masamune. Because I made this content, I made the short before. Why Masamune speaks English in Sengoku Basara. That's because Masamune was the first warlord to conduct international trade or international diplomacy. So he sent people to the Vatican. He sent people to Spain. He sent people to the Philippines. That, in my opinion, or based on what I've read, that was something that probably Nobunaga would do. Like if Nobunaga had unified Japan instead of Ieyasu, that's what Nobunaga wanted to do. Now, some people argue that though Nobunaga was considered a Demon King because what he did in Mount Hiei, some people consider that Hideyoshi was more of a tyrant than Nobunaga, especially when in historical record during the Korean invasion, right? Hideyoshi, from what I've read, and I actually covered this 2 years ago when I said why Samurai Warriors or even Sengoku Basara will not cover the Korean campaign, because the Korean campaign is still a very sensitive topic to Koreans. And for people who say, oh, they should make a game about it as a national apology, it's not Koei Tecmo or Capcom's job to give a national apology to Japan. It's their government's job to do that, not via a video game, but via international diplomacy, right? So most likely Koei Tecmo and Capcom are not going to risk, they're not going to risk ruining an international diplomacy interdiplomacy between Japan and South Korea because they want to they create a game based on the Korean campaign. Koei Tecmo almost got flacked with Rise of Ronin, by the way, when I forgot the name, but when they praise an international a Japanese figure that you could say that wanted domination in South Korea and China. I totally forgot, but Koei Tecmo almost got flacked because of Rise of Ronin in South Korea and in China, I do believe. Where was I? Yeah. So from what I've read, Hideyoshi wanted to do ethnic cleansing on Korea, and one of the early battles of Hideyoshi in Korea was the Battle of Pyongyang. Okay, 100%. Koei Tecmo is not going to make Hideyoshi's campaign in Korea and having the first battle being the Battle of Pyongyang. That is just not possible, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, they do not want to piss off a certain Mr. Kim. You know what I'm saying? Wait. That's how Mitsuhide can compare to Simai, because no, Simai and Mitsuhide are two completely different entities. Like, Simai technically didn't betray Cao Cao. Okay? Nobunaga and Cao Cao, despite similarities, are two different characters. Okay? They do have similarities, but ultimately they don't really share the same, like, they don't really share the same goals. And just because Mitsuhide betrayed Cao Cao does not make him Simai. Okay, I don't buy that analogy whatsoever. By the way, Iksan, aku dari Indonesia kok. Kalau kamu kesulitan ngomong bahasa Inggris, aku bisa ngomong bahasa Indonesia. I wonder what Nobunaga thinks of America today. I'm not sure. Sakamoto Ryuma was in the resistance group against the Tokugawa shogunate during the Edo period. And interesting. I don't agree. It means losing identity of Japan. Which one? Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about Ieyasu or Nobunaga? Hidetsugu incident, yeah. All I'm saying, Hideyoshi, right after Hideyori was born, killed his nephew Hidetsugu, and yeah, I know that. He arguably killed his best successor. Pyongyang is a certified bro moment. Yeah, just imagine that. Koei Tecmo making Samurai Warriors, and one of the stages is the Battle of Pyongyang. Miyazawa Tadashi's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to him. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Midi. Again, like, yeah, there are some comparisons between characters of Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors, but let's not compare all of them to Dynasty Wars characters. Oh, Mitsuhide is a beautiful man with long hair. He must be Zhou. No. Oh, look at Nobunaga. He looks like Cao Cao. He's the Cao Cao of Dynasty Samurai Wars. No, okay. Yes, they do share some similarities, but ultimately they're not the exact same character. Hello, Fenry. Sweet man, hoping to pick up this version when I eventually make it over to the promised land. Oh, you're going to Japan? Hope you can go to Japan soon, brother. Welcome to the stream. Hello, bro. Selamat malam juga. Tantio. I will always say this, by the way, guys. I look at characters in Musou games, whether it's Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Sengoku Basara. I look at them as fictional. I don't look at them as, oh, these are historical characters that needs to be accurate or that needs to be represented one-to-one, you can say. No, I look at them as purely, I look at them more as a fictional character. Because at the end of the day, this is not the history. This is a fictional take of another fictional take of history. Hideyoshi tried to copy Genghis Khan's conquest style? Maybe. Wonder if my local game store will get this. We'll see. If you have a flea market, usually you showed me that you have a flea market near your area that sells like Japanese exclusive games, right? Yeah, I'm just saying, guys. Never ask Hideyoshi what he did at Pyongyang. And I've discussed this on the video about Hideyoshi's Korean campaign on this channel, right? There was a time in the 90s where samurai was banned in South Korea. So you cannot show any samurai in media. Like one good example is in Soul Blade or Soul Edge. The Korean version of the arcade game of Soul Edge did not include Mitsurugi. Instead, he was replaced by Hwang. Because samurai is still is considered taboo at the time in South Korea. It was not until the 2000s where that regulation was lifted up. Again, if you haven't watched the video, I suggest you watch that video right after this video, of course. I usually prefer to have like structured discussion when it comes to things like that, because it's not easy to discuss that impromptu on stream. I still have that trouble of talking impromptu on stream. He looks like Fate Kojiro. He does, kind of like especially with the purple outfit, right? Like I know Europe used to ban nunchucks, right? That's why when they made Teenage Mutant Ninja, Saban's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mikey doesn't have a nunchuck. He has tonfas instead, right? And they didn't just ban nunchucks, I do believe. Like Europe also used to ban katanas as well. So, like for example, in TMNT, right? The European version of TMNT. They changed Leonardo's weapon into a ninjato instead of a katana, because that makes a whole lot of difference, right? Yeah, I know ninjato and katana are two different swords, but it's a really weird censorship. And not to mention, like in Europe, ninjas, like the word ninja is banned in the UK. Like the word ninja is taboo. You cannot say ninja. That's why they changed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles into Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Hello, Nyotengu. Yeah, Trafalgar Law as Azai. Kamiya Hiroshi. Welcome to the stream, Yotengu. Shurikens, yeah. Yeah, it was a weird censorship. Ninjas was one of the weirdest censorship they had in Europe. Like, I did not know about these things. I only know them when I watch Phaelus' review of TMNT. What are we thinking of Summer Wars Origins? I don't know. Honestly, like I said on last stream, I don't know what Koei is doing with the Summer Wars series. 399. Oh, so close. I almost 400 KOs. Satu lagi sebenarnya unsur samurai boleh yang ada di game boleh diperlihatkan di Korea, tapi namanya harus diubah nama barat. Contohnya game Seven Knights pada karakter Ace. Menarik. Yeah, I actually watched Phaelus. I've been watching Phaelus for a while. Like, I've watched Phaelus before COVID, and I actually watch him rather often during COVID. Especially I remember watching his Saban's TMNT review. It was terrible. I mean, the show. I mean, first of all, good to see Phaelus is still pretty active. Like, I mostly you know what I mostly watch Phaelus of? I watch Phaelus mostly for his Dingo Pictures review. Oh, bootleg toys, yeah. But the one that got me hooked to Phaelus were his Dingo Pictures review. Now, I know they're both from Channel, like he was from Channel Awesome as well. I used to watch Nostalgia Critic back in the day. But as I grew older, the Nostalgia Critic videos don't really appeal to me anymore. I actually find Phaelus more entertaining. I actually find Phaelus the more enjoyable and informative compared to Nostalgia Critic. And he does also wrestling reviews. I like when he does knockoff movies. Yeah, Dingo Pictures. Yeah. Yeah, Odani stage. Odani Castle. One of the best stages. It's one of the best looking stages, I agree. Yeah, gonna finish the Azai once and for all. But this time, Oichi's on our side. My friend Power of 5. Sakamoto desu ka? One, two, three, four, five. Hey Tazos, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, Mitsui is Sakamoto. But earlier you mentioned you may have a flea market. We have used game store a couple towns over that tends to get a lot of Japanese games, all consoles. Nice. Hope you can find this one. This is actually a pretty damn good port. Again, it's just a shame, just like in Wars or GZ, that this never got a Western release. So many good Koei games did not get a Western release. Would have loved to play the Xbox 360 version of Dynasty Wars 5. We do have a PC version, but that version cannot run in newer OS. The Sakamoto, the high school student. Now, his voice actor, you know, Midorikawa Hikaru. Now, I mostly know Midorikawa Hikaru as Hiro Yui in Gundam Wing. Right, Masamune? He's Hiro Yui in Gundam Wing. He's also Gridman. Gridman, baby, dun. He's also Tamahome in Fushigi Yugi or The Mysterious Play. Hello, Pemburu Vampire. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Vicky. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Did Azuchi finish the Wu stream for Dynasty Warriors 8? Did he finish the Wu story? Right, now time to rescue Hideyoshi. It's emulatable. Dynasty Warriors 5 specials. Yeah, special. Yeah, I've seen videos of someone emulating Dynasty Warriors 5 special on Xbox 360 emulator, but it's not perfect. It still has some bugs. Speaking of Dynasty Warriors 5, that's gonna be my next video, guys. Stay tuned. I'm almost done with the script. All I need to do is the recording session. Top Galler, Abare Killer's partner from Abba Ranger, and Negataro. Yeah, he did voice Negataros. It's already perfect? Oh, really? Please let me know, Pemburu Vampire. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that game like no tomorrow. I'll send a link. Sure. Go ahead. I would love to play Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires on Xbox 360 as well. Man, you're a lifesaver, Pemburu Vampire. I owe you. Yeah, thank you so much, Vampire. I pray that you one day meet Kason. Like the PC version, which Afraik has English dub. Hopefully. Hey, anything's possible, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Love that move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nope. Hop, hop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Asakura Yoshikage is dead. Use the one for
まだ無理
man slide
まだ
move.
まだ撃てたやす
No, he doesn't have it.
朝倉は滅んだその道から中丸を一気に落とすんじゃ
He borrowed the sword from Sephiroth. Nah, but Ranma is still a noob of using that Odachi. Sephiroth is the goat when it comes to an Odachi. Look, like Ranma is still holding the sword with two hands. Sephiroth, on the other hand, hold it with one hand. They screw up season 3. Yeah, I know. I've heard so many people about. I've heard so many people saying, One Punch Man season 3 sucks balls. One thing I like about Samurai Warriors, especially since this game, is that I like that soldiers have more than 6 colors. Like that's one thing that Dynasty Warriors, I feel like, should have done. Like, I know the primary colors are blue, red, blue for Wei, red for Wu, green for Shu, and cyan for this is cyan, right? Cyan for Jin. But I think they need more colors for the other factions, you know? Like, not just constantly purple, purple, yellow, or black. In some cases, it's white, right? Like in the older game, it's Lu Bu's army are colored white, but then in post Dynasty War 6, it's black. Yeah, have a variant of color. For example, give olive green to the to Liu Zhang's army. Give her a different yellow for Yuan Shu's army. Which they kind of did in Dynasty Wars Origins, because Yuan Shao's forces have like a little bit more orange than yellow, because they give the yellow to the yellow turbans. But again, that's just me. I think I'm in the Maru who prefer Mitsuhide's old moveset in... Oh, you mean in Samurai Warriors 2 and 3, right? Because they changed his moveset into hyper-oriented instead of normal-oriented. No, okay. I'm actually kind of in the same boat as you, Fig. I actually like the normal-oriented more than the hyper-attack-oriented. No, I like him in, what is it? I like him in Samurai Warriors 4. But I actually do prefer his normal-oriented attacks more so than the hyper-oriented ones in, what is it? In Samurai Warriors 4. I can say the same for Ginchio as well. Again, hyper attacks, like, sorry, G. I'm kind of a mixed bag when it comes to hyper attacks in Samurai Warriors 4 and 5. On one hand, it does create, you can say, more variety to the movesets, right? You also kind of like distinguish the combat style a little bit more from Samurai Warriors to Dynasty Warriors. But my issue with hyper attacks is that you somehow made, like, you made a new attack that makes it unique, but at the same time, you also make it samey. You also made the combat mechanics a little bit more samey, if you don't want to say, a little bit more monotonous in Samurai Warriors 4 and 5. Though I'd much rather have the combat style in Samurai Warriors 4. It is the better. It is still the better combat style in Samurai Warriors 5. Yes, Samurai Wars 5 has a completely new combat style, you can say. But being new or different doesn't make it good automatically. I like Dynasty Wars 2 in terms of color and vibe. Yeah, Dynasty Wars 2 has that distinguished color and vibe to it. There is a certain vibe that Dynasty Wars 2 has that no other Wars games have. Now, if you ask me, Otherworld, when it comes to color and vibe, my favorite is Dynasty Wars 6. I'd say Dynasty Wars 6 is the most colorful Dynasty Wars game to date. I will always say this. I think Dynasty Wars 6 is the prettiest Dynasty Wars game ever made. The main camp has been attacked? Okay, okay. Oh yeah, Dynasty Wars 6 looks chilly. It looks pretty, you know, even after 18 years, it still looks good. I'm talking about the PS3 version, by the way. Zhao Yun's victory pose. Amazing. I'd say Zhao Yun's costume is also amazing. Oh no, the main camp. Can someone rescue the main camp, for God's sake? Alright, let's go to the main camp. Hurry, 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 hurry. Dynasty Wars 7 looks pale and dark, almost like Dynasty Wars 1. Yeah, Dynasty Wars 7 does look a lot more pale and dark, especially compared to Dynasty Wars 6. But I understand why they did that. You know, Dynasty Wars 7 took the story, approached the story in a more darker manner. So that's why they make the character, they make the overall visuals a little bit more dark and gloomy. Which, by the way, I still consider highly of the storytelling in Dynasty Wars 7. It's probably one of the best, if not the best, storytelling in. Yeah, my main camp has fallen. Yeah, the battle is lost because fuck the main camp, I guess. I wonder about the main. Oh well, let's do this again. Six has amazing music for sure. I mean, I didn't like his 2 and 3 movesets. Much prefer 1 and 4 on where his spin attacks just comes out. Oh, okay, I misread that, Fix. I see. You prefer the Summer Wars 4 moveset. Like I said, I do like his Summer Wars 4 moveset as well. But this kind of has more variety in it. Yeah, I know. Dynasty Wars 7 is kind of like a weird in the meat. Yeah, the story is kind of one and done. I will say this: the best way to experience Dynasty Warriors 7 is War Sword G3. Story mode is basically free mode too. Yeah, you can once you're done with the story, especially in Extreme Legends. Dynasty Warriors Strike Force did a good job in terms of combat system and moveset. I heard a lot of praises of that game. Unfortunately, I haven't, locked myself into that game. It is a unique take. I'll give you that. One, two, three, four, five. I just poke, poke, poke. Smash. Yeah, let's rescue Hideyoshi now. Nah, should have protected the south. Yeah, I know, it's Dynasty Warriors 6 Z, you can say. Some people call it Dynasty Balls Z. The bloom filter? Yeah, the bloom is... It's a huge thing back in the early PS3 days. The bloom and the piss filter, if you remember. Strike Force is too hard for you? What's about Dynasty Warriors Advance? Would you play it or skip it? I did play Dynasty Warriors Advance a long time ago. It's okay, for a portable Dynasty Warriors game, but I just don't find a lot of replay value in Dynasty Warriors Advance. So I skip it. Ooh, so many attack times too. Okay, main camp. I'm gonna help you this time. Ah! Hold on. I'm coming. Yeah, of course, Dynasty Wars Advance is better than Dynasty Wars DS. But then again, that's not a high bar to reach. Can you accept doing the same spin-off of Strike Force with Samurai Warriors and Sengoku Basara? For Samurai Warriors, I'm not sure. Okay, maybe it can work, but Sengoku Basara, I don't think Sengoku Basara needs a Strike Force spin-off. That game is already crazy as it is. Devil Trigger, yeah. Yeah, Basara is already crazy as it is. It doesn't need a Strike Force spin-off. It's essentially already a Strike Force-like game. I just want to see Super Saiyan forms in of the characters in our world. How can a group of mobs be this strong? Because they're mobs. Let's go. Let's take out the Asakura. Oh no. Teksho Uchitorimashita. Alright, Tazos, what do you think? Wait. Okay. Oh, well, I'll read that a little bit later. I'm kind of in the middle of something. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop, whoop, whoop. About how Greek first names operates. Example: one of your favorite composers, Yanni, is short form of his full name, Ioannis. Yeah, I know. Giannis, right? And last example, my name Tazos is a short form of Anastasios. Ah, I see. Interesting. That's an interesting information, Tazos. Anastasios. It does kind of feel like a male version, because whenever I hear that kind of name, Anastasios, I always remember a female version of the name, Anastasia. It's kind of, well, our names are kind of like that as well, right? Pemburu Vampir. Well, not all of them, some of them. I guess I'm late for 4 stages. Hi there, bro. No, this is still the second stage. Don't worry. Welcome to the stream, Enor. We're still at the second stage. I lost the stage because I couldn't protect the main camp, and no one wants to protect the main camp. Hello, Mohab Knight. Welcome to the stream, princess. I'm not a princess. That also, yes, it's a Slavic Orthodox name. The female version of the female is Anastasia. So yeah, the masculine version is Anastasios. Yeah, exactly. that is interesting. It's kind of like Mario, right? Mario's female name is Maria. Exactly. Or another example is this is a male name, right? Marcos. Marcos is a male name. The female name would be Marcia. Here, there are some people here are called Marcos, right? And there are some female are named Marcia. I know a Marcos. You know what? That reminds me of some Mario hack. His name becomes Mario and Luigi becomes Louis. That's interesting. I remember, by the way, speaking of Mario hacks, I remember an NES Mario hack called Somari. I don't know how many people, how many of you have played like NES ROM hack or NES hacks or bootleg NES games? I used to play them on my GBA. So some of the games that I own on GBA were like compilations, a compilation of NES games, and some of them also include NES bootlegs. I remember playing Somari, and there's also this Mario fighting game with the characters of Mario Kart. I think it's called Kart Fighters. You just imagine Street Fighter, a shitty version of Street Fighter, with Mario Kart characters. Yeah, exactly. Sonic and Mario. Vicky can be male and female. Yeah, Vicky can be male and female. We do have we do have a male Vicky here. Unfortunately, that male Vicky, Vicky Prasetio is an absolute lolcow of a person. Right now, let's take out Managa Masa for good. Super Smash, you mean? No, it's not Super Smash. It's like a shittier version of Street Fighter, but with Mario Kart characters. I remember calling again, from my vague memory, it's called Kart Fighters. Yeah, I know, Vicky Prasetio, an absolute lolcow of a person. Dong Dong never die. Yeah, Yoshi becomes Yoshi. Grand Blue Fantasy. I haven't played that game, but my friend does. He's actually playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink right now. Let's catch. Let's get to Nagamasa. Stop him. Yeah, so Mario's Sonic ported on NES, but instead of Sonic, you got Mario. Man, gaming in the 80s and 90s were truly wild. Man, Nick, Mario for Sonic. Alright. Nagamasa, that's not how you treat your... Yeah, did you just see that? He's beating up his own wife. That's no way to treat your own wife, Nagamasa. I'm gonna punish you for domestic abuse. Bad brother-in-law. Man, I like Mitsuhide Samurai. He's like the basic samurai. Yeah, exactly. By the way, it's funny, the best weapon on horse in Dynasty Warriors 7 is the harp and flute. I like the harp better than the flute. Pal, Gamu's AI from Ultraman Gaia and Jean Bot from Ultraman Zero movies. Relink, yeah, I've seen the gameplay. Pepsi Man showed me. It looks really fun. Ah, finally got a second weapon.
Anyway, おかわりなく。長政殿は三子家臣の命のため死より恥ずべき幸福を選ばれたのです。
それでウヌに何が残る？義か、それとも愛か。切れるならば切るがよい。
すまぬ、光秀殿。
光秀、長政の死にウヌは何を見る？
武士の意地かと。
この男にとってこの戦は義に準じるためのものだった。故に信長はそれに応えた。それはこの男の望みゆえ、我が身が惰性を許さぬゆえ。だがあまりにぬるい。ウヌは信長に何を望む？
決まっております。ただ信長様のもと戦なき地平を見たいと。
見るとよい。
The bald guy takes over Nagamasa. Feels like NTR to me. Yeah, I know. In Summer Wars 4, Nobunaga stabbed him in the back with his sword. Can't blame her. Nobunaga forced Rikishi to fight Nagamasa. I want this be this sympathetic of Asai Nagamasa if he's not blonde. He's like Soki in Onimusha. Yeah, he does kind of like look like Soki in Onimusha. Which, funny enough, Minora, Summer Wars 2 and Onimusha Dawn of Dreams came out the same year. And also Sengoku Basara 2. Man, we were eating good that time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's use the second weapon. Still using the same bodyguard, of course. Okay, Battle of Saika Village. The more I know. That was my game of the year for 2006. Onimusha Dawn of Dreams. Such a good game. Oh yeah, SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. Amazing game. A game that I still play until today. Amazing soundtrack, by the way. I ain't your savior, I ain't your man. I don't want to be afraid of any gun and someone like that. Damn. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. What a game, what a soundtrack. And like 2006 was also the year I really hooked up to WWE. Until, if you're Indonesian, you know a certain incident made WWE stop airing here in Indonesia. And I still don't like that they blame WWE for it. Care to explain the controversy? Okay. Profar story time. So, back in 2006, WWE was super popular here in Indonesia. Like, it had a resurgence of popularity. If you watch WWE in 2006, you know, like, what's the popular storyline? Oh, DX versus the McMahons on Monday Night Raw, John Cena versus Edge on Monday Night Raw, Rey Mysterio versus JBL feud and versus King Booker. Basically the entire Rey Mysterio feud in SmackDown. Alright? Undertaker with Mark Henry, the Great Khali. And you also have the WWE ECW, which WWE ECW was actually not that bad during 2005-2006, where it was actually pretty good. That is until December to December, right? So, on November of 2006, okay, a child, okay, a boy, a young boy died. A young boy died because he was copying moves. He was copying wrestling moves with his older brother. Yeah, the younger brother died. The older brother, I don't know what move he did, okay, but it eventually took the life of the younger brother. It's very unfortunate it happened, okay? Because of this incident, the censor committee, the television censor committee, you can say, Lembaga Sensor, the television censor committee decided to take out, decided to put away WWE programming in our local TV, in our private TV. Back then, it was La TV. La TV was the name before we got TV One. So all of WWE programming was taken away. There was even a point where we are not allowed to distribute WWE DVDs. Again, looking back at it, it was pretty stupid. It's unfortunate that the young boy lost his life, but every WWE TV show always came with the notice, do not try this at home. Well, okay, probably WWE should have been more specific, Do not try this at home, at school, or anywhere. These are highly trained professionals, which, by the way, after 2006 they did. They constantly give notice. Please do not try this at home, at school, at the park, you know, at everywhere you are, like especially for children, so that accidents like these do not happen. It's an unfortunate, but to me, it didn't stop me from enjoying WWE. Like it's even to the point, you know, like it's even to the point where whenever I play a WWE game like SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, I had to play the game on secret. I do not want to. I had to play that game away from my parents, and even when I'm playing it on a friend's house or friend's home, we had to play it on secret. It is that crazy. And again, looking back, it's so ridiculous. That's what happened. It's a cursed year for Sony PS3. I got hooked off SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 just because John Cena using My Time Is Now and Rey Mysterio using Booyaka. Yeah, that was the first game where Rey Mysterio used his Booyaka 619 theme. But that wasn't the first game that John Cena used the My Time Is Now theme. He actually used that in 2006. Yeah, exactly. It's more of a parents' negligence thing. But then, like, the ban only lasted like a year or two. People start watching because, like, with the ever-growing popularity of YouTube at the time, people start watching WWE clips on YouTube. Remember back in like 2007 to 2010, where we can watch anime and TV shows full on YouTube? Like, I remember back in 2010, I watched the entire season of Kamen Rider Double on YouTube. Also, another thing that hooked me with 2007, Minora, you said John Cena's theme and Rey Mysterio's theme. Edge's theme was also Metallicus at that game. Still one of the best WWE theme songs ever. Like easily one of my favorite entrance music in professional wrestling. May I know when internet became your daily life? I think it's 2007 when I first got my PC. Like internet is like the way people see internet. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The way people see internet back in 2007 is more or less the same way people see AI today. People were so scared, oh, because of internet, nobody's gonna go outside anymore. Everybody's just gonna be on the, like, oh, nobody's gonna watch TV anymore, or nobody's gonna read the books anymore. And lo and behold, internet becomes a daily part of our lives. Do people still watch TV? Maybe not so much as they used to. Right? But does because of the internet people stop reading books? Nope. I still read books from here to there. I'm currently reading the Three Kingdoms novel. Do people stop going outside? No, people still go outside. I do agree, it does create a challenge, you know? Sometimes we need to, when I'm outside, especially, I'm guilty of this as well. If I'm walking outside, I need to stop checking my phone. Again, it's part of the challenge. Some transition fear, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I know. Indonesia Pro Wrestling in Bandung, right? Their first pay-per-view, Now or Never. they did upload it in their. They did upload the entire event on their YouTube channel, and it's great. It's great that we finally have pro wrestling here in Indonesia. One of my biggest regret, I think I've said this in past streams. One of my biggest regret. So I've told you guys that I used to back in 2014. I joined exchange program to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur, at University of Malaya, right? University of Malaya. So during my semester during my exchange program for one semester, WWE actually had a live event on Bukit Jalil Stadium on Kuala Lumpur. I think it's called Bukit Jalil. The same is called Bukit Jalil Stadium. They had a WWE live event. And my biggest regret is not being able to go to that event because it happened during the first month of the semester. It happened during the first month of the exchange program, and my scholarship money has not been fully transferred. I only got part of the scholarship money for paying the tuition, the dormitory, and also a month of living cost there. If I had the entire scholarship money by that time, I would have loved going to the WWE event. That was my biggest regret during the exchange program, not being able to go to the WWE event. On the bright side, everything about that exchange program was fantastic. Living in Kuala Lumpur was actually a pretty damn good experience. I got to meet new friends, and that was like also when I was in Kuala Lumpur during that time, that was the first time I went to like an anime expo, like a major anime expo. It's called Kuala Lumpur Comic Fiesta. It's a yearly event. It still exists until now, but before that event, I mostly go to like local conventions or local anime event, but that was like a big major event. I remember back in 2014. Like ever since I went to that event, every year I have to go to an anime event. In fact, ever since this notion of people, when you're 30, when you're busy, you can't go to weeb events like that. And I was like, what are you talking about? As soon as I touch 30, I go to at least 3 anime events a year. And what's stopping me? Oh, well, but what about family bills? Well, I pay my family bills. Of course, I'm not going to to an event of course, I'm not going to an anime event disregarding my obligations. Of course, I pay the bills. Doom scrolling hard to break. Yeah, again, it's something I'm trying to fix, you could say. All right, we already have too much ADHD today. Okay, we don't need more people having ADHD. Well, at least you're using your own. Exactly, I'm using my own money. Like, I rarely skip the Comic-Cons, Game Expos every year. I downloaded Devade's versus Dai Shocker. Decade of Devade. Damn typo. Decade versus Dai Shocker movie of YouTube accident. I thought it was just a clip. I remember watching that movie on YouTube, by the way. Into 10 parts. They split the movie into 10 parts. Because it's a 100-minute movie. Okay, where do we go? Let's go to the west. Yeah, it starts the event going experience. Some books, nothing beat the smell of new fresh printed book. Absolutely. Even old books have a good smell. Usually that's what I do in my lunchtime at work. either I read a book, either I read a book or play my Nintendo Switch. I'm currently playing CTR on Switch. I want to master the time trials.
Dance. 切ってみせる。
One. But yeah, you mentioned pro wrestling, Figs. Back in 2006, I didn't just watch WWE. I watched TNA. TNA was great in 2006. You know, you got I remember watching Kurt Angle joining TNA for the first time. It was amazing. You know the moment where he headbutted Samoa Joe. Ooh, that was great. In fact. Even Kurt Angle agree on this. I watched in a Chris Van Vliet video. He considered TNA as his prime. Like, he considered his best wrestling career was in TNA instead of WWE. Like, most people know him in WWE, right? But he actually had more matches in TNA. No. Was he had more matches in TNA? But he had more memorable matches in TNA. And Kurt Angle mentioned that the reason, physically, his prime was during in WWE. Like, he was in his early 30s and he was in his early 30s and mid 30s on his first run in WWE, right? On TNA, he was in his late 30s and early 40s, a post prime era. But career-wise, he was in his prime during his run on TNA. And the reason for that is, according to Kurt Angle, he was able to work better with less schedule. So like the wrestling schedule in TNA is not as tight as WWE. Because the schedule wasn't as tight as WWE, Kurt Angle can optimize his time in TNA. Decade versus Gokai Red is still the most ugliest Tsukasa hairstyle. You want to talk about ugly forms? Decade 20. That is arguably one of the worst Kamen Rider designs I've ever seen. Honore Decado! You just summed up Naotaki's entire character. Honore Decado. That's literally his role in the show. His entire role in the show is just to say Honore Decado. Where's my horse? Did you know Gentoku's actor playing Mikami Teru in Death Note live action? No, I did not know that. Interesting information. Stab, 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 stab. Let's finish Magoichi.
本陣の守りを崩すな歓迎しよう
削除
孫一
許しは望まない。だがこれも信長様のため、ひいては天下のため。いざ尋常に勝負。ダンス
Let's finish this. Nobunaga, please get off your horse. Thank you, Nobunaga. In the anime, he's voiced by a big good blues actor. Mega Blues actor also voiced a Samurai Wars character. He voiced Toro Takatora in Samurai Wars 4. Goodbye, Magoichi.
諦めないぜ。俺は必ず敵将討ち取りました。
戦は終わった怒り憎しみ悲しみ全ては消え去った戦は消え
It looks like Kazama Jin.
負ける要素はありませんでした。これが戦なき地。ここに戦はない。私が殺してしまった。私は何を望んでいたのか。
Alright, next battle, Honoji.
今日は特売品があります。たくさん買ってくださいね。たくさんの
私の望みはこの戦国乱世の終結。それを成し遂げうる主を求め、そして信長様にその器を見た。信長様なら、いや誰の手であろうと乱世が終わり民の苦しみに終止符が打たれるならばと。いや違う。私は己の手で乱世を終わらせ、己が望む天下を築きたい。敵は本能寺にあり。
The enemy is at Honnoji.
信長。
I said it before, Naotaki's actor played Aizawa in Death Note live action. My own objectives, my own desire. Akechi. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Diodo. Good to see you. Yep. We're fighting Nobunaga. And I love this theme for Honoji. It's very fast-paced.
敵は本能寺にあり各軍二条城と本能寺を包囲信長様をいえ戦国の魔王を討つのです
Yep, the enemy is at Honoji.
夢焦がれと刃交え我が歯を試すこの日を
私は誰を家計部隊は今日の町に火を放ちなさい全てを灰にするのです
The fact that Warlord Akechi Mitsuhide dies at Honoji before you save him is ironic. Chaos itself shall fall under my blade. It looks like RNG prefer giving you money than new weapon. Yeah, pretty much. Seven, slash. Love that move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slash.
ここまでは順調に推移していますさらに士気を高め攻勢に出るのです
Oh yeah, Profar, is there any remaster or remake of old platformer action you want to stream? Currently not now. I'd love to play another I'd love to play Spyro again. I did play Spyro 3 remake on the channel. Maybe I'd play Spyro Ripto's Rage remake? Or maybe the Crash Bandicoot games? Alright, I know, like, by the way, Spyro Ripto's Rage is Erai Ryuki's favorite game. He was my co-host in my CTR video, remember? He just released a new cover, music cover, by the way. Go check it out. Love the dude. Tom Kenny's birthday. Oh, happy birthday to Tom Kenny. Legend. An absolute legend in the industry. who created a lot of our childhoods. Yeah, he did voice Spyro. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you got the entire trilogy remake, right? A new Spyro game is coming next year. I can't wait for that.
我が軍の優勢は揺らぎません。この勢いは魔王を追い詰めるのです。
Still no Crash Bandicoot news. Yeah, unfortunately. Still no 3D Mario news. Temple has been set ablaze. I'd like to watch Jack 2. There has been a lot of requests for Jack 2. Yeah, I'll probably do that again when I feel like it. I haven't finished I haven't done Super Mario Galaxy 2. I've 100% Super Mario Galaxy 1 for both Mario and Luigi. Run, Maru.
信長様は私が守る。 Alright, let's go. Somewhere asshole. Fun fact, Ranmaru's voice actor voiced Kagali in Gundam Seed. I mean, I like Jack from his move animation alone. Like, he's fluent, although you can cancel his animation. Let's go! Yeah, Kagariula. So Ranmaru's voice actors voice Ranmaru and Ginchio in this game. The scapegoat of seed production, yeah. Alright, let's go.
残るはほんのうちのみです 君の野望と我が野望いずれが勝つ強敵光秀この謀反を楽しもう
My eyes are itchy. Come on. Oichi. I like that. The moon slash. 1, 2, 5, 6, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slash. Nice counter. A toy is a weapon, yeah. I forgot Kendama. I think that's the name of the toy. Yeah, but in Summer Wars 3, she started using rings. Dama means ball? Ah, I see. Think no Hime's here? Yep, there she is. Kojiro did it better? Yep, I agree. Mangetsu Giri? Yeah, like this. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nah, interrupted. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ching. Yeah, Kojiro does it better. Yeah, time to go one-on-one with Nobunaga. Kojiro's one is called Kaguya? Ah, makes sense. Yeah, I know. Reference from the name Princess Kaguya. A folktale. Go. My item drops are shit.
Mitsuhide, その目だ。正気あふれるその目をこの信長は望んだ。
切れません。あなたを倒せば私は私の望んだ世界を築くでしょう。ですが私、この光秀はそれよりも何よりもあなたの築く世界こそを見たい。私の天下よりも私はそれを望んで。
光秀、光秀の築く天がこの信長も見たいぞ。生きよ光秀。
Mitsuhide did not commit to his betrayal.
いらっしゃいませ。今日は貴重品が入荷しています。 じっくり見ていってくださいね。
And some words to HD also ramp up the difficulty. I don't remember the infantrymen that annoying in PS2. I'd say it's the same difficulty. Alright, final stage. Gonna fight the Hashiba army. Yeah, Battle of Yamazaki. Nobunaga didn't die. He came back in Onimusha Warlords to get revenge on Mitsuhide's nephew. Samanosuke.
これは信長様の敵を討つだけの戦いではない。信長様の志を作るのは誰なのか、それを世に示す一刀一番の戦いなんさ。崖は登れないようです。道に沿って崖で登るしかないよ。
Moon Slash.
その功の天下も私は背負わねばならないのです。天皇様を攻めるには攻撃が邪魔です。先に止めておくのは賢明でしょう。どんな戦略を見れば私は天下を掴んでみせます。私の甲から目を背けません。敵を討ち取りました。見事でございます。
That reminds me with my hope of Capcom crossover with Onimusha. We'll see. Ow, 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 ow. Let's go to Mount Tenno first. Take the mountain. Stop the cannons. Hello, Honest King. Welcome to the stream. Force HP. I missed it. Basa crossover with Onimusha. We'll see. We'd love to see that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hope you all have a great time. Orochi, welcome to the stream, buddy. Okay, let's finish this. There were two more stages to finish Mitsuhide's story. This stage and the dream stage. Dudes wear Hakama without any protection? Indeed. Because why not? Yeah, it's probably not very practical in actual battle, right? Let's take Mount Tenno. Mitsunari is here.
ランス切ってみせる。
The 44-year-old man. Yep, that's him. He's actually in history older than Nobunaga. Yeah, pretty well healthy, indeed. If this is what 50-year-old looks like, I want to be like this in 54. Oh. Got weapon. Let's go. That takes care of Mitsunari, and Mount Tenno is ours. And Shoryuji is fallen. Let's take back Shoryuji. Kept his use depend on his voice actor. And also his sanity. That was good to Shoryuji. They're going all in. Ding 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 ding. Who's the prettier boy? Indeed. Let's go. Hup, hup, hup. Slash. Okay, let's rescue Mount Tenno. Yeah, I agree. Mitsuhide is pretty fun to use. No, I'm surrounded. Maguichi.
信長を撃った俺に言うことはないのか。憎しみで目を曇らすわけにはいかない。私は私の望みを果たすため戦う。分かった。だったらお互い信じる者のために戦おうか。救援、片付ける。
Yes, Mitsuhide is the psychopath in Segubasara, voiced by Hayami Sho, who voiced Aizen in Bleach. It's a given, honestly.
You want a good villain's voice? Get Hayami Show. The main camp is in trouble. Stolen kill. Lovely. Let's help the main camp. Shimasakon. Neither Oji will be run low. Goodbye, Sakon. I think you meant to type Akechi Mitsuhide in the stream's title. Unless you want to change it up. What? Oh, yeah. Akechi Mitsuhide, not Mitsuhide Akechi. My bad. Yeah, there we go. Thank you for reminding me, Orochi. Shimasakon is the somehow Feng way of the game. Thank you for that. Ranmaku's the best wife, dude. Objectively.
した。お見事でございますな。敵将討ち取りました。お見事でございます。もう終わりにしましょう。戦は
Alright, time to finish Hideyoshi.
この悲劇の輪廻を。あの方
I wonder if I ever found about Ranmaru got big 5 voted in Summer Wars polling by women. I'm not sure.
わかる気がします。ただ天命を貫くため私は生きる。
I choose Okuni. She can raise troops' morale with her breathtaking dance. Yeah, I like Okuni too. She's Japanese Mary Poppins. Okay. Are those all? Let's go to the main camp. Hideyoshi waits.
Nobunaga 様の敵、ここで取らせてもらう。
Focus. Ah, speaking of Nene. Beat her. Now, Hideyoshi's next. Ha! All right. Finish this, Hideyoshi. Somehow Nene being commoner in Basara and the cause of Hideyoshi's Iron Fist rule is more logical. Ina, Nene, Ginshio, and Oichi are married. Yep. No, it's not Billy Kane. That settles it.
Ah, finally got a third weapon. Another third weapon. And another one.
ご覧ください、信長様。ここより広がるのが私の望んだ世界です。争いはなく、皆が安らぎ暮らしている。ただあなただけがいない。ただあなただけ。
生きよ、光秀。
Yep, true on that, Minora. Right, we're not done yet. We're gonna play Mitsuhide's stream. Nobunaga jump scare. This is actually a tough battle, so we need to buff up our weapon. Yeah, we're gonna fight the entire alliance of Japan, led by Tokugawa Ieyasu. Ieyasu, Tarakatsu, Yukimura, Kanetsugu, Keiji, Masamune, Katsuie no Kuni. I'll unify Japan. All warlords immediately try to beat your ass in this dream stage. Yep. Yeah, Anegawa. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't turn out to be like that, Minora. That campaign was bullshit. Oops. Ah, Toshie and Katsuie trying to avenge Nobunaga. Phew, the power of the fat man. Maxima and Rock Howard? Nice. Didn't know that. Slash. Go. Ow, ow, ow. Jump his ass. Alright, push you down.
打ち取りました。
Don't draw a lesson of his life. Alright, take out Katsuye. Katsuye's down.
打ち取りました。見事でございますな。わしを打ち取るとは。
No, they can't stay still.
収めてみせよ。名のある武士とお見受けいたす。私はアメリカのお座敷に信念が誓いを見た。その信念。
50 money, yeah. Rescue stage. Summer Wars 2 had unique tracks for Aniga and didn't use that during the story. Well, it's 2 Extreme Legends, not Vanilla 2. Let's go south. Defeat Masamune.
この隙にわしらは背後より攻めるぞ。 本人を守りなさい。いざ。そして参る。本日に敵だ。至急救援を。
Yeah, everybody's just ganging up on me right now.
わしは伊達政宗。 欧州の王像。あ、それはすぎや。貴様を倒して天下をいただける。あなたに天下の重要性を覚悟がおあり。私の剣で試させていただく。本陣を次は終わりよ。打ち取りました。ありませんな。
Masamune Wars Orochi 1 was the only character to say ass. That's interesting. Okuni. Yeah, everybody is dying left and right now. That takes care of Masamune. Now for the rest. Where's her Gundam companion?
That takes care of Okuni. Okuni, and he did it twice. First again Yoshimoto, if you bring both of them to Wei's first stage, and then again in Wu's army, in Wu's 7th guidance stage against Sarakatsu. Let's take his red hair, Japanese red hair. Kind of miss this horse. It's unfortunate that we don't have this horse for later Samurai Warriors games. Still not fast enough. It's actually it's just as fast as Matsukaze, by the way. There's Keiji with his Matsukaze. Differentiate to who's red hair. He's a pop star. Kimura. Lunar Spear? I forgot. And Kanetsugu. Why do you rush to death? Here comes Muteki. Yeah. Right, Keiji's down. And Kanetsugu. No more Muteki for you. Keiji is almost 7 feet tall. Interesting. Yeah, I imagined that, honestly. Matsukaze. Let's go, Matsukaze. Hashire, hashire, Matsukaze. Okay, come on. Run fast. Hashire, hashire, Matsukaze.
Honne agaru wo kakiwakete. Where is Agnes Taishion? I thought you were about to say Hashia Captain Tsubasa. Nah. Tarakatsu is 210 centimeters tall. Lubu is 208. Yeah, they're big guys. Takion, okay, not Tachion, okay. Like this, Takion. I'm still terrible at pronunciation. Pardon me. I love how you look at this via Nobunaga's ambition stats pulled off a miracle. You see he pulled a miracle? Shut! Okay.
敵将討ち取りました。お見事でございます。門を死守せよ。
Tarakatsu is going to be the toughest enemy in this stage. Imagine that Psy Games and Koei Tecmo made a collaboration and released some Racing Horse DLC in the future. Musou games like Gold Ship, Science Suzuka, Vodka, Special Week, Oguri Cap, and etc. That could be interesting. Let's go to the left first. Skill. Be careful. Suck. Shot. Hello, brother. Visual Crystal. Welcome to the stream. We're just finishing up. Ha! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that Moon Slash doesn't really do enough damage. It's actually pretty hard to hit. I prefer this move. And yeah, Orochi's a big character at the end of the day. He's the big boss of the Wars Orochi games. Koko desu yo. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Brainer, I'm just finishing up. Here it is. Menarik sekali. Lihat judulnya. Lihat judul streamnya. What game is this? Look at the title of the stream. There you go.
Ah, Fuma. Alright, Fuma. I'm gonna take him out first. Oh, ouch! I better not use that move. Gives him a chance to attack. Something. Tarakatsu with Loma armor. It's super armor. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha Ouch. Oh no, you don't. Beat him. Alright, time to. Ah! There's a fly. There's a mosquito flying in my face. Alright, let's take out Tarakatsu. And this is gonna be tough. See? Get off your horse, you're... One. Thank you for that. Oh, this is scary.
Ah, finally. Ooh, that was pretty scary. All right, Ieyasu remains. Let's finish him. Damn mosquito. Indeed, he almost killed me. Yeah, Ieyasu is. I want to take out these musketeers first, so they won't interrupt me. Hitlock! Finish him! Finally. Pamit dulu ya, okay. Selamat tidur. Mitsuhide should use a musket and sword combo as his weapon. Nah, I like this one with her. Dual guns. Nah.
これで本当に戦乱は終わりました。ここより太平の世が始まるのです。負ける様子はありませんでした。
Oh, that was tough. Right. So that's the end of Mitsuhide's campaign. Oh, that was a nice stream, ladies and gentlemen, but let's call it a night. It's a nice 2 and 3/4 hours of the stream. So, thank you so much for watching tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's late. It's Koei Musou Capcom. It's getting really late where I am, and I'm actually pretty tired, and I want to take a rest, go to sleep. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you want to support me, baru aja selesai. If you want to support me a little bit more financially, join the Profar Superstar membership. You'll get access to free free emotes. Not free emotes. You have to pay for it. You get access to emotes. If you want to join the community, join the Profar Mokoy Hunter X Discord server. Stay tuned for Dynasty Wars 5 retrospective video. I'm working on that video. It's not gonna be a call-up video. And also check out my CTR video, ladies and gentlemen. That video needs some kind of boost of views. I would appreciate if you guys watch it after the stream. So yeah, thank you guys so much once again, and I'll see you guys next time.